Hey everybody, this is going to be my first video on this new channel of mine. And first let me introduce myself. Now if y'all know me a little bit from my other channel, I'm from Rockabilly Customs, and on that channel I build hot rods. I'm almost up to 500 subscribers, so I don't know if some of y'all are traffic from over here, but on this channel is called Reptiles and Oddities, and first off, I'm Chris. So yeah, now what kind of reptiles do I have? I have a orange purple reticulated python. She's head G striped. She's fairly little for so she's in a 4 foot by 2 by 2. Then I have a super jungle pastel, supposedly ball python, that I've had for about 7-8 years. I've got a common snapper, I've got a Chinese pond turtle, I have a Chinese albino soft shell. Yes, I have a reindeer slider that was given to me. I've got my license in the state of Oklahoma to keep venomous, so I have a canebrake timber rattler, and then I have 2 pastel western diamondbacks, got 2 leopard geckos, a desert iguana, I've got a black Texas rat snake, then I have a prairie rat snake, then I've got 3 musk turtles that was given to me, then I got 2 red-tailed boas that I'm currently trying to breed right now. So one is a Roswell het kale, and the other one is a blonde lipstick het kale red-tailed boas. So that's kind of where I'm at. Even though I do have a green insularis, it's in Indiana, that's getting bred with a blue female, so therefore I'll get all the babies except for maybe a couple because my buddy working out a deal. So I'll have me some blue insularis, some green insularis, and an adult male insularis. So yeah, and in this channel, what I do is I basically build my enclosures, even though I am going to start getting PVC enclosures, but I love to theme out my enclosures, as y'all going to see in this video. And I build a lot of my own stuff. I do a lot of my own stuff. I go to Lowe's and Home Depot and outdoors more than I go to a pet store to buy anything. I think the only reason I go to a pet store is to buy crickets and light bulbs, and that's it. So yeah, and yeah, so let me kind of show y'all a little bit in this room. Even this room is a mess, I gotta clean it up, but it is what it is. So hang on. So this right here is a 55-gallon that we are going to be taking out. So I'm letting the water drop, so therefore I can move this thing out. I got a 40-gallon that Chinese soft shell is going to go in. That reindeer slider, I'm probably going to rehome it. I don't know. Then I got some perch. One's looking at you right there. So they're going to go in this 55-gallon. This thing's just going to get moved out. So yeah, that was just kind of a tank that was given to me, and with the water kind of splashing in there, it's as we know, that's what gets on there. So I got to clean it really good. And yeah, you can see the perch in there swimming. It's cool to watch. But yeah, I'll be redoing this whole setup in a 40-gallon. So come to here, this is one tank I'll be working on. This has my female reticulated python. You can see her backing right there. But I'm redoing this whole setup here. This whole thing. It's getting redone. Down here has my ball python. You can see it's right there. This is a 90-gallon oceanic tank that I converted to sliding doors up front. So there's another one. This snake's going to move to a 4 foot by 2 by 2. So I just got to get one. And this is a rack that I've been building. I'm nowhere near done with it, but right there is my 2 western my 2 pastel western diamondbacks right there. They're little button ones, so newborns. That's why they're in the 20-gallon. This has my 2 leopard geckos. They're gonna be hiding in their cave. they're fairly small, so they're going to have to, they're actually getting up there to where I can upgrade them to a bigger enclosure. So they're about to get a bigger one too. This one has the prairie timber rat, or timber rat, the prairie rat snake. So some are in here. It likes to hide under here. So yeah, this one is one that I did that I still need to work on a little bit. Then we got my desert iguana. He's chilling right there. He's going to get a bigger enclosure, and I bought him and he had a tail missing, so that's what has grew back. So yeah. Then in here, there you go, is my timber rattler. She's definitely grown big enough so she can use a bigger enclosure. So that's what I'm going to do. Go get her a bigger enclosure. She's as long as the 20-gallon is. So yeah. This is one I gotta finish. I gotta put a top on it, drill a hole at the bottom, and run a filter through it because I have this whole side's been dry locked. There's a hose in there to let water kind of come out of there. But this is one enclosure. This has my Texas rat snake. You see him right there. He's actually going in shed. So hell yeah. And then, well, this is for my Insularis, the male. Gotta add a couple more plants to it. I gotta do a couple more things, but the humidifiers go in to aid moisture to the plants and stuff like that. So yeah. So this is one I gotta do, and I gotta put a door on it and finish it out. So got a lot. And there's one of the 40 gallons that I gotta get done. That's gonna be for the soft shell. So yeah. And the reptiles are in here. Yeah, sorry guys. Red tails are in here, and you can see them right there. So they definitely need a bigger enclosure, and they're going to be the ones I'm going to start on really fast too. So because I want to upgrade them. I got them and they were in this one, so yeah. I'm trying to breed them, and I have caught them breeding already. So you can see the male is curled up down there. So yeah. We'll see if we have baby red tails here soon. You never know. But yeah, they're going to get a lot bigger enclosure that's going to actually sit on this wall. So yeah. And even this room, I've been redoing it. This was just a storage room, and my landlord let me do this. So it was brown and it's flaking off, so we painted this in a teal. I wanted to go black, but I just couldn't. He wouldn't let me, so yeah, teal it is. I got stuff just kind of setting everywhere, materials and stuff, and etc. I need to do something else with it. There's a custom background I've been making. So yeah, but done this. I put a vent up there, and you can see that's the original color. So I need to still paint that, but put a vent up there so it has central heat and air down in here. So yeah. All right, well, enough of that. Let's get out here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing today. This right here is an enclosure I built back quite a few years ago. Nothing's ever lived in it because I built it and it was not right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cut this down to 17.5 inches so it fit perfectly in the retic enclosure. And then I also got to take this side off and carefully cut this foam all down. And then I got to take this out about maybe a ½ inch. Then I got to reattach this on, and then I got a can of spray foam that we're going to spray in there and kind of clean it up, and then come back, carve the foam, and then we're going to dry lock everything. So dry lock all this, make this look more like a rock and everything, and then this is what she's going to have to go in. This thing's got plenty of caves that she can go back here and hide. Go up here, there, she can climb on the walls and everything. So yeah, it's a bummer that's not going to be as tall, but it's going to be great for her until she gets bigger and I need to build her a bigger enclosure. So yeah. All right, let's get to work on this thing. Okay guys, well, we got the bottom off. It's actually sitting right there. It was easier than thought. I mean, it did give away a little bit, but that's not an issue. I had a piece break there, but again, not an issue. I'm just gonna glue it back and then I'm gonna dry lock it all. So now what we're gonna do is measure 17 inches from here up. And I kind of like that little bit overhanging. If I need to, I can just spray foam on the bottom of it. But do that, and then we're going to cut through here and cut through that foam and take the top off of it. And then we're going to come back, foam some of this in, let the foam dry, and then we're going to cut it, blend it, and then dry lock everything. It's a good thing is I can get under here and actually paint all this too with the dry lock. So heck yeah. Which I am using that purple foam stuff you get from Home Depot, and I'm using normal dry or spray foam, the yellow stuff on here. So yeah, this is when I was first getting into doing backgrounds like this, and yep, started doing this again. So let me get this measured out. Okay guys, well, I got this measured out at 17 1/4. So now it's time to start cutting. So I have this line drawn all the way around here to cut this top off. And I don't know if I can use it for something else. Hell yeah, 'cause I don't like throwing away this foam after I've already worked at it. But yeah, all right, well, time to cut and we'll see where we are from there.
All right. Well, I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no. I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no. This ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail. I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we got her cut and everything. And yeah, come over and look at this other piece. I mean, guys, that's... yeah, it just keeps flipping. Look at that. That just looks cool. I'm gonna have to fix this thing so it doesn't flip. But yeah, I think I could actually use this in something else maybe. I don't know. Maybe not a reptile thing, but maybe something like a hobby or a art kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But come back to here. I got some work to do to this thing. Not done cutting whatsoever. I gotta glue that together, gotta glue this down, I gotta glue the piece onto there, then I got to actually come over here and I gotta separate this side from this board because it'd be the easiest one to do, and I gotta cut out of here. So that's gonna be the next thing, take this off from there and try not to break it any more than what I have to. And then I gotta chop this down because this is too wide to go into the retic enclosure. So we're gonna cut it down and then take some of my wood glue, glue the wood back together, put a couple screws through it, and then we're going to foam it and yeah, leave it overnight and come back tomorrow and start cutting and then dry lock it. Okay, there we go. It was a little bit of finessing, but we got the work. And this is the main reason why I'm getting away from doing these wooden ones. Okay, I'm using this one just because look at the work I've done to it. But after this one, I'm done using this thin 1/4 inch thick plywood. Okay, because it splinters real easy. So but it splintered a little bit on me when I was putting the screws in there, but honestly that wood glue, and then when I start coming back here and foaming all this, it's going to lock it all in, so therefore it'll be fine. It's not a structural piece at all, it's clearly just a background. And this is kind of like a trial run right here, because when I get my PVC enclosures, I don't want to do this straight to the PVC for an animal that's not going to use it for its whole life. Okay, so so what if I went and got some different material, okay, but did the same kind of look to it and put it in there, okay, just kind of slid it in and anchored it in there somehow, like maybe Velcro, magnets, something, okay, or maybe I just made it just perfect or just kind of snugged in there, okay. Then you have this awesome background that you can pull out and actually clean, and then you can put it back in or maybe put it for a different enclosure. Okay, that's where I'm at on this thing, so that's why I'm doing something like this. So of course I just don't want to throw this away, because look at this, the amount of work that I'd put into this thing. I don't want to just throw it away. You know, it is changing a little bit, not really, but yep. So all right, cool, let's start foaming this thing and getting this all back together, because some of the pieces down here broke off. Okay, that was not to keep it in there, that was just to make sure this does not float up when I spray foaming this thing. Okay, that's all that was for. Just kind of anchor stuff in, so once it dries, I'm going to be pulling these screws back out. Okay, I'm going to say this one thing. I'm pretty sure someone's going to be like, why don't you use the gray pond stuff, spray foam? Problem is this is only $4 at Lowe's, and they don't sell that pond stuff here at my Lowe's. I had to order it. So convenience and price. Okay, there's that. That. I'll get this. No, don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah. Do that. Well, look cool down there. Okay. That's gonna be it for that one. So right there, let it drip in there. Okay. Okay, so we got the spray foam all done and everything. Hold on, I got a cough again. So let this dry. I'm gonna come back and actually push on that and kind of smear that some more down there, so we're not looking at a straight piece of board. And then tomorrow I will come back and start carving this. Should be dried by then. And then we'll make some dry lock up, and I'll tint that, do that. So yeah, all this is going to start expanding, and it's going to glue everything together. And this is why I use screws to hold this, because if I did not use something to anchor them in, this would just have fallen off. But then I'd come back tomorrow and this would be like that, just raised up, because that foam expands. You hold it together, it's going to start poaching out. Is what it's going to do. See, like what this is doing, it's starting to pooch out and all this stuff. So do that. Now let me get a glove on and I'll start mushing that down. Okay guys, it's the next morning, and the foam's nice and dry. So now it's time to come back and start carving all this stuff. Get that mic out of that frame, but start carving this, and then we can go through and foam everything. So let me see if I can set this up to where it's not just like flat down like this, where it's more like up in the orientation it's going to be, and we'll start taking it to carve. Now when you carving this stuff, you don't have to, there's not a stamp of way you can do this. There's multiple ways. I use everything from kitchen knives, metal tools. This helps separate like metal after you've drilled out the spot welds on like cars. Files, little picks to start carving this rock to make it look more, or the foam to make it look like a rock. Also, I've used sandpaper, I've used wire brushes, I've used a lot of different things. So there's not really a stamp of approval way to do this. So yeah, just wing it. Okay, well, after mixing this, and that took a while to mix this, not the color, actual really dry lock down there, but yeah, I got it to this constant kind of gray looking color. Now this will darken as it dries, so yeah. All right, basically.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Where to am I from?
Okay, let's try this again. Well guys, as you can tell, it's a rainy day. A little river's going through here. So, yeah. The ceiling leaks in here. Of course, this is a cheap $50 wall that my landlord let me put up because he knows I have my car in here, which I got more out there. And I got other tools to do some woodworking, etc. Also, check these out. I picked up these two enclosures here and this other bug enclosure for $45 from a buddy of mine. Came with bedding and coconut husk. Now the lighting, I already had the light and the screen was messed up, but I had plenty of screen here, so I replaced the screen on it. So yeah, I'll clean these up and we'll put bugs in these, like not bugs, arachnids, scorpions and tarantulas and spiders. So I don't know, we'll figure out what we're going to do with this. This is going to look pretty cool. But okay, back to this. Well, the dry lock has dried and everything, and so now we're going to go through and we're going to touch up with the high spots on here. And what I like using is natural colors. This is granite gray and this one is slate gray. Okay, they're acrylic paints. You can buy them. They're the cheap ones you buy at Walmart, Joann's, or whatever, for like 50 cents to $1. I try to go with natural colors, stuff you'll find actually out in the world. I'm going to try to touch up sunspots with this marshy green, so whenever I put like moss and stuff on this stuff, that's what I'm going to attempt to do. maybe it'll look good. I don't know. This is still something I'm playing with, but yeah. And yeah, we'll start doing this, and you'll start seeing this rock all come out to life, more realistic.
You don't have to go now. I won't let you down. I don't know how you found me and why you stay around. It all starts when I'm lonely and you really know me. Might as well call it poison. Something's got to give now. A change has got to come. I'm waiting for the fallout of what I have become. It all starts when I'm lonely and you really know me. Might as well call it poison.
Alright, well, we're done. I'm not going too much more with the green. So there we go. Set this back. What do y'all think? I think once I get a piece of some wood in this thing, get this in the enclosure, put the bedding in it, put the piece of wood in it so she can kind of climb up, put some vegetation in it, like maybe go get some moss and put in here or something like that. I think this thing's going to pop big time, so it's going to look really good. So, and like I said, this is designed to just slide into the enclosure. So as long as I got my measurements right, which it seems like I did, hopefully, then it will work. So yeah, I want to keep an eye out here on the reptile room, because that power going out meant all the power in that room went out, which means everybody's heat and everybody's lights went out. And filtering system, better make sure that filter's working in the 55, because if not, then those fish are going to die in there, and I don't need them to die. I've been keeping those perch alive for quite a while. Funny story about the perch. I bought the perch for food for my soft shell, but the soft shell didn't want the perch, so they grew up and I kind of started liking them. So yeah. Kind of funny how that works. So yeah, but yeah, just looking at this thing, just kind of amazed. It literally looks like a rock wall with caves and everything, like rock ledges, stuff she can get up on to get cooler, warmer, which yeah, that would be the heat. No, actually I want the heat spot kind of over here, so it has a nice radiant, because maybe it could get over here. So if she wants to get like here and get a certain temperature, cool. If she wants to get a little higher and get to a certain temperature, cool. So, but she'll have a cave like right in here. It kind of goes back underneath this foam a little ways, not too much. So I could always put something like right here, like another rock or a log, and don't worry, it's already dried. That's from painting, but dry. But I could always put a log or something right here, so therefore it will kind of make more of a cave, because if you make a legit cave for a snake, good luck on getting it out. They're really tough to get out of tight spots, so that's why I kind of left this where it's open, to where you can just kind of move, boom, get her out. Because I guarantee she'll use this. I guarantee she'll get back in there and use that. She'll get in here. I guarantee you, my retic, she'll use all of this. And people are probably going to say, like, hey, why did you do all this for your retic? Because you know here in about a year she's going to grow up and be out of that enclosure. Yes, I know that. But I want to give my animals enrichment as much as I possibly can for every point of their life. I don't care if it's for a month to 6 months to 2 years. If I can do it and they can enjoy it and use it, then by means I'm doing it. So once that retic of mine gets big enough, she's going to come out and she's going to go right here. So this motor, that motor, this flag, probably the stereo system, and all this is going to be gone. I'm going to build a insulated enclosure that could set out here to have. It's going to be 8 foot by 5 foot deep by 6 foot tall. So that's where that's going to go. So yeah, okay. Well, let's pull this in the reptile room, and yeah, I gotta run some errands real quickly. Alright guys, I just want to take a moment and just kind of show you what my retic looks like. Right there she is. This is my purple and lavender, or purple and lavender. Purple and yellow, or lavender and yellow reticulated python. She's had G-stripe. You can kind of see the G-stripe going right down her. And you can see the lavender on her, which was going to supposedly brighten up as she gets older. I got her from a buddy that I think mother was bred with one of Bob Clark's reptile or retics. I don't know for sure. I think if I remember correctly, that's what it was. But we named her Pumpkin because look at those eyes, pumpkin orange. She's an absolute sweetheart, and when she gets bigger, she's going to have a 20 by 20 foot room that's fully decked out and all that. And I'm going to be just basically building the whole thing, pouring the concrete, building everything myself, because that's basically how I've been raised. You want to do it, you got to do it yourself. I'm going to put her up, and I'm going to get back out there to build that background, and I'm going to get her enclosure all fixed up. Just so beautiful. Woo! Okay guys and gals, well, it took a little finessing and recutting and all, and I'm going to have to redo it a little bit, but it's in. Ow, shit, I just got a splinter. That sucked. I had to come back and cut the edges off because I was off just maybe a 1/4 inch. But as you can tell in here, I had to go get some foam and foam in there, and then foam right down here, And then I don't know, I might do a stress cut right there and do something there because that's bowing right there. So yeah, this is one reason why I'm not fully done with building wooden enclosures. I mean, my kind of rule of thumb is I'll buy PVC. When I say buy, I'm buying used PVC. I don't have the money for brand new PVC enclosures. And that's kind of why I started with wood first. But I'll do wood if it's bigger than 4 foot by 2 by 2. And that's kind of where I want to stick with, okay? So I got a list of enclosures I'm going to get here pretty soon and all that, but anything bigger than a 4 foot by 2 by 2, I just can't find those. And when I do, people still want a crap ton of money for them. So therefore, I am just going to make mine out of wood. It's just, I went out and I bought me a table saw. And I got a bevel saw. I've got that big old lever that fell. Okay, I've got a bunch more wood tools that I'm getting so I can make sure my stuff is straight and leveled. That was my big problem with when I was younger, is just getting into this. I had nobody to teach me this. Okay, this is all self-taught and also help on YouTube, and that's it. Okay, so yeah. Now, anybody out there that watches this video that thinks, oh, that's not the type of wood you need to use. Okay, well, first, it's all been weather treated and everything, and it's been set out to dry for like a long ass time. Okay, before I even got the snake. When I got her, she was freshly born, so she went in there, okay? And once this tank is done with, I am literally just going to burn it or throw it away, okay? I'm not going to sell this tank or nothing like that. And because I'm getting away from this wood. Okay, if I build anything out of wood, I'm going to spend the money and get actual 1/4 inch thick wood, or no, 3/4 inch thick wood, and I'm going to dry lock it all before I put it together. And I'm going to make sure, and my learning on woodworking and wood crafting has gotten a lot better, so therefore I have confidence now that I can do this stuff. So yeah, this is just working off on old projects that I did and stuff that just weren't in line. So yeah, all right, well, and you can see the foam down there that I cut. So yeah, all right. So this is fine because the bedding will come in here and seal this up. This, I don't know, I'm looking at this. If I cut it, I might take a knife and just cut along there, and then I'll take some more out, and then when I come back with the foam, I'll foam this, and you won't ever see anything there. And then I have dry lock. The problem is, oh god, I didn't think of that, the charcoal color. So I don't think I have much charcoal left. I'll just see what I got. Maybe I got enough to just do a little bit here, because it won't take much at all to do this. So yeah, all right guys, let me run to the store, go get the foam, and I'll be back. Okay guys, now look at this, check this out. That's what it looks like with the background in, and we got that side fixed. Now that paint's going to dry pretty fast actually, as y'all know, because yeah, so look at that. Y'all can't even tell that I had to break that part down. So yeah, so everything's going good now, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bucket, I got to rinse it out, then I'm going to do this Echo Earth. It's a total mess in here right now. I got stuff laying around everywhere. And yeah, just everywhere. Okay, but Echo Earth, I'm using this stuff. I mean, I got it for, it's marked $5. I got a lot cheaper than that. But I'm taking this, I'm gonna mix some clay sand with it too. Kind of get a mixture that way. And then we're going to just dump it in there, and then yeah. Well, I do gotta clean the bottom of that. Figure out a way to clean that out, and then dump this in there, get it decorated, and then put her back in there. Alright guys, I just want to take a moment from building that enclosure and kind of show you Pumpkin, my female reticulated python. So she is absolutely a doll. I don't know how long she is right now, but I got her when she was freshly born. And she is lively as could be. Always want to move around and explore, okay? Just look at her, so beautiful. Soon she will, when she gets close to her full grown size, I want to build her a 20 foot by 20 foot enclosure, basically a house for her, so she could fully extend and everything in that room, which will have a waterfall, a pond, a little river, a cave, and everything like that for her to do whatever she wants to do. So, but I wanted to touch on a really touchy subject, and for everybody in the reptile world, you'll know what I'm about to say. If y'all don't know, you're living under a rock. Okay, Mr. Brian Barkstrick, I don't think we're going to have him for much longer the way it looks, and it's just so depressing and what's going on. It's been really hard for me to do this, to watch his videos and everything, the last few that's came out. So I feel bad for the family, I feel bad for his friends, his co-workers, and everybody that is around him. I just wish I got to meet Brian, but I just never had the opportunity to get up to Michigan. I live in Oklahoma. I just don't have much money to get up there, and I don't have the free time to actually go. So it just sucks. And then when he was close by, I just didn't know he was actually down in Dallas or anything where I could have took off and get up there or down there. So Brian, for me though, he's an idol. He's basically somebody I looked up to, and if he could do it, I can do it, and I am trying my best to do it, okay? I am remodeling this whole room. I am redoing all my enclosures. I am giving my animals more enrichment, better life, and everything. And yeah, it's just trying to do better for all around. And I'm even going to be getting more reptiles. I'm eventually going to have a 20 by 40 foot house dedicated strictly for my reptiles, okay? Half of it's going to be her enclosure, then the rest is going to have everything else in it, and it's not going to be a quantity of animals. It's going to be what can I fit in there, and once I fill that up, I'm done, okay? Unless I build on or something like that. And all this came from watching the vlog of Brian Bartrick, okay? I used to watch him back in Snake Bites TV and all. And man, just to lose him it's just tough. It's just straight up tough and all. It's been hard to watch the videos here the last few times, and yeah. So which I guarantee you nobody from BHB is going to be watching this, but if y'all are, I am so sorry what's going on, and just to let y'all know how much Brian really means to me and all that. I remember every morning when I got up, I watched his videos when they were coming out on YouTube every day. It's the first thing I would have done whenever I got up, is watched his videos and all that. I was so excited, and he actually got me back into reptiles because I had a time that when my family were getting rid of my reptiles, okay? And I went down a dark road because of that, and watching Brian got me back into this hobby. So he helped me get into this reptile hobby and all that, okay? I know Steve Irwin was the first person to get me into this hobby, to love reptiles and all that. It was Steve Irwin, Jeff Corrin, those two guys is who I watched when I was little. Then it went to Brian Bartrick, okay? So yeah. Well, again, Brian, if y'all ever guys, if you ever watch this, I'm so sorry for what y'all going through. I cannot bear to, I can't compare it to what's going on up there. And just to let you know, I'm gonna make Brian proud too. I'm building this whole reptile kingdom that I'm eventually gonna get going, and you're gonna see this channel and see my my work that I'm putting into this. Okay, just hopefully Steve, Irwin, and when Brian does go, hopefully they're gonna be watching from heaven and actually see my progress and be proud of what I'm doing and trying to keep their name going and get people excited about reptiles. You ask anybody around my town, I'm the kind of the person that you can just tell me a color of a snake and I can tell you what it is. Okay, I do rescues here in town. If you have a snake in your yard, I'll come get it. Okay, so I was doing that last summer and everything, and I was just trying to educate people. Actually, I'll get told all the time to just shut the hell up because I talk about reptiles way too much. That's just my passion, and I can't thank anybody except for Brian Bartrick and Steve Earl. Those two guys, those are what got me into doing this. So, alright, well, back to building that enclosure. While that sits there and soaks up and release, I'm going to start cleaning this room up. And yeah, that is a piece that's going to go in there. And I got to figure out where I'm putting these. I don't know, maybe I just leave on the top of here and pick up my trash, sweep, do something, the lava rocks, yeah, etc. I gotta do something with those backgrounds right there, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one, but yeah, I gotta do that. And yeah, the little rattlers are in there rattling at me. I can hear them. Not a very loud sound, but yeah, that one's rattling. And the other one up there is definitely rattling. Aatroxes, they don't ever shut up. So yeah. Okay, but real fast, I just want to touch up on this. Okay, this border that's going around here, I'm going to come back and I'm going to just get some thin wood that I could use as a border, like cut it and make a square out of it, just at like a frame going around this thing. But yes, now kind of talk a little bit on this. Fix the mic again. This board is 1 inch by 4 inches. Okay, so it's like a 1x4. I got this siliconed in all the way around there. That's siliconed, and this just screwed in. And the tracks are glued in. It's not fully cured because it's not clear. Still kind of soft a little bit, but it'll work for now. So yeah, I gotta come back. I gotta clean the glass because glass got completely filthy. Take a razor blade to it. I got some of that gunk on it, so do that. And then yeah, so the floor and the whole inside's been sprayed with a sealant, and then left to dry for like 3 weeks up to a month before I ever put anything in here. I wanted to make sure no fumes would ever get to this animal or any animal I put in here. So yeah, so did that. If you look in here, I have my nozzle kit right there. That's the end. I'm gonna come over here. I got this off of a Temu. Okay, I got this nozzle. You can change it any way, any direction you want. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna test that out. I think that was like $5 off Temu. So we'll see if that works. I'll be buying more of them because they got different styles and they look just like the ones off of Mist King, just different branding. So we'll see how it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, okay, cool. Well, I'll find something else like Mist King. But yeah, so we are good with this so far. So as that paint dries, this releases. I think it released already. It's steaming hot, but we'll pour sand in there, we'll mix it up, we'll throw it in there. Should be nice thick bedding for her to bury up in or whatever she wants to do. And then we'll release her in this and see how she interacts after the windows are clean. Okay, so it's locked and secured. She's not getting out. And guys, I gotta clean this glass just a little bit more, but because of the sprinkler system that's in it, the missing system, I do get these hard water spots in here. If anybody out there knows on the way you can get rid of these water spots, that'll be greatly appreciated. So yeah, but guys, what do y'all think of this? Looks incredible, at least I do. I hope y'all do too on this one. This is my first video, and I really want to appreciate for anybody that checks this channel out. I'm going to try to keep this going, and y'all will see this room completely transform, and then you'll see me forget about this room, and we'll move and start completely over. Let's see how she does in her enclosure. Oh. Right off the bat, she's trying to find somewhere. Right off the bat, she's trying to find somewhere to hide. Let's just sit here and watch her for a second. God, just look how beautiful. Look how that yellow is actually popping on her. And you can see that lavender purplish look to her. Just incredible. Let's see. Come here, sweetheart. Oh. What is she doing? I think she's back in that cave actually. Oh, look at that. She's actually lifting this up. And like that, she's gone. She found the smallest hole instead of going to there and went straight into there. Let's kind of cover that back up. And let's see. Oh, yep, right there she is. She's in that cave just like I thought she would be. So let's place that rock back and all that. Now let's test out that sprinkler and see how that works. Well, look at there. It's working. That's working. That working's good over there. So heck yeah. Let me turn it back off. Okay guys, well, and that's gonna be it on my first full-length video. I hope y'all enjoy this. Hopefully I can put this together because there's a lot of stops and goes and all that stuff and etc. But I kind of walked through the reptile room, showed you what I had, what the future plans of this room's going to be, and I'm asking for help, guys, too, on some things around here, especially on cleaning and all that. So one thing that I am going to start doing is the lights. I do have these LED lights. I was told that they have UVB. I got a UVB tester. No, they don't. So I'm going to be switching out to like Arcadia and Zoom Ed lights. And I'm going to start getting heat tape and heat panels, etc. All that stuff is going to start coming in once, like I said, start getting PVC enclosures, start redoing a lot of things in this room, and make my level of husbandry just on that next level. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video and all that. And you're going to see me transferring this room into a big reptile room. And then you're going to see me take all this down and build a 40-foot by 20-foot reptile house, maybe even bigger, outdoor crocodile ponds, and a recreational pond with big fish in them that you can swim in. You're going to see all that on this channel. You're going to see me out field herping. Sorry, that time of the weather. But y'all are going to see me field herping, and y'all are going to see me out doing house calls when I do get them. So if you're in the Durant area and you get a snake in your yard, give me a call and I'll come pick it up. Even any kind of reptile related, I'll come pick it up. So, okay guys, I'm gonna get out of here and get inside, get cleaned up, get ready for work tomorrow, and help my wife with the kids. So guys, if you are watching this video, thank you very much, and I hope y'all enjoy it, and maybe y'all learn something, maybe get inspired. That'd be great. If not, at least y'all, hopefully y'all were entertained. So, okay guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.